liquidated damages, et cetera. So just wanted to.
No, that was a great meeting with them. Got a lot of information out. Kind of told them what we expected.
Yeah.
Yep, they got all caught up, so everything's good for now.
Yep. Thank you.
Next up, we got the fire districts. Nathan, you want to take this over here?
Yeah, sure. So we've been working on the concept of fire districts probably since last November, and I think maybe January is when we first met with the fire chiefs. And then we had a public meeting in February, and then that kind of started the process. So just to set the stage, the overall problem we were trying to solve is just ongoing funding for the volunteer fire departments. Right now, they're having boot drives and, you know, just all these different fundraisers just to make ends meet. And we have some townships that have enough money, and we have several townships that didn't have enough money, and they're continually struggling. We had expired gear in some of the districts, so we were, I was approached, and Mike Sprinkle was approached regarding replacing some fire gear in these fire districts. So then that led to another conversation of, okay, what do we do 10 years from now? Because it's a 10-year expiration on this fire gear, whether it's good or not, it's got to be replaced. So then we knew we had 2 fire districts already in Daviess County, in Veal and Southeast. I knew nothing about fire districts. Still know nothing. No, I'm kidding. Learned a lot about fire districts over the past 8 months. Started to interact with all the different fire departments, and God love you, there's a lot of you and a lot of opinions, and which is great. What you guys do 24/7 is unbelievable on a volunteer basis, and the most of the constituents in Daviess counties have no idea what you all do 24/7 to keep us safe. So thank you for that. So we engaged an attorney, Baker Tilly, because there were statutory processes that we had to do. Each incorporated town had to agree to join. The commissioners cannot make a town join. So Montgomery, Candleburg, Elnora, Plainville, all passed a resolution wanting to move forward, which then allowed the commissioners to make that decision. Townships did not have the authority but to say yes or no, but we went ahead and reached out to all the townships. So Barr, Bogard, Elmore, Steele, and there's one more up north. No, Madison's different.
Okay.
And Van Buren, So, which they're different too. So anyway, all the townships, and I don't know if there's any trustees here or not, but I believe we reached out to all the trustees. And then they had to do a budget process. So I know Baker Tilly met with each of the different districts. There's 2 districts that we're going to recommend. The East Central District, which will be Montgomery, Candleburg, and Barr. And then the Northwest District, which will be Plainville, Elnora, Bogard, Elmore, and Steele. There'll be 5. And then Van Buren and Madison already have a contract. They have money. They want to be left alone. Odin, Madison, they're working on a deal. They got a 30-some page MOU going back and forth. It's unique up in the northeast part of our county. It's wonderful people that are very passionate about what they do. They collectively, some want the district, some don't want the district. In my opinion, they're not ready for a district up there yet. So Odin and Madison are working out an interlocal. I think a district's the best long-term solution for those folks. They're just not there yet. So right now, we got those 2 districts. If the resolution passes, then there will be a 3-person board for East Central, 1 person from each one of those units, and there'll be a 5-person board for Northwest, 1 from each one of those units. You can't be in an elected position, and you can't be an active firefighter in order to serve. So then the Board of Commissioners appoints those members. So it's technically, so that is control that each of the municipalities is given up. But how we currently do it with Veal and Southeast, we ask you all, find your own replacements, send them to us for consideration, and then we'll appoint them. But we could say no to you all as well, but in my 12 years, that's not been a situation. So a lot of work has been put into this, a lot of new stuff. All the firefighters I see today have been learned by all of us. So I see a number of firefighters here. I don't know if anyone would like to talk. I don't know if you're for it or against it. Would anybody like to speak today?
All in favor, say.
Yeah, and if not, no, I'm glad to see everybody. I wasn't sure who was going to be here, so.
I'd just like to say thanks to Nathan and Councilman Sprinkle. They put a lot of time into this, probably more time than what they thought was going to begin with, but
Yeah, it's
they did a
been.
good job on it.
Well,
I think
thank you.
it's nothing but good. I feel like the district, it eliminates a lot of problems.
It's gonna be some growing pains. Obviously, we've not done this before. The good thing is we do have 2 other fire boards that you can network with, collaborate with. The way the funding will work is that, technically it'll start 1/1 of 27, your tax rate. And so that property tax will be collected through 27. And then in 28 is when you get that money from 27, and then they're on after. So, and then there's a gap funding process that Baker Tilly will talk each of you through on how 27 kind of gets funded, sort of normally, if you will. And then 28 is when the collectibles actually happen. So these first fire boards, I was actually going to start calling yesterday, but technically they haven't been approved. But I was going to reach out to each trustee and each town board president to ask them to submit. Along the way, I've already asked them, hey, give us some names. I do have one name for Cannelberg as a suggestion. So this is just me talking, but I'm just going to ask each unit, hey, can you give me 1 or 2 names for the commissioners to decide? Because this first fire board is going to be really important that we get the right 3 people on this first fire board. And then one of them will be appointed the fiscal officer, which just means you got the signing authority. You work with your accountant, your attorney, to do your budgets and all your checks and all that stuff. But again, Southeast, I volunteer my brother a lot. He's on the Southeast board. He's got 486-9214. Call him 24/7. He doesn't care. And he'll help. He's also the county surveyor. So that will be a part of it. Bylaws will be part of it. And that's one thing we discovered through this process. Our existing bylaws in our 2 districts probably need to be tweaked a little bit. So Baker Tilly or Jeff Bellamy, who's actually his family's from Plainville, he has a set of bylaws. Each unit will kind of hire him if you want to, or hire whoever you want to, and then that unit will pay him for those bylaws. But he's got a boilerplate set of bylaws. The initial terms will be staggered. He's got that all laid out in these resolutions, so that in 4 years we don't replace 3 members. So they'll be staggered with the expectation that you will serve another term. So 1 will be 4, 1 will be 3, 1 will be 1, and then they'll all be staggered. So 4-year terms. You can get paid, but I think it's like $30 a meeting. So people are not going to do this for the money. They're going to do it for the passion, for the commitment to their community. So the only resistance I've gotten is that in the Northeast, some people wanted a district and they wanted us to force them into a district. We considered it, but it's just, someone's got to manage that district. We're going to leave. I mean, we're going to bless this stuff maybe, and then we leave. And then you all are the ones that have to work together in these different areas. So it's easy for us just to say, yeah, create a district. Now you all have to work together. So I just don't know if they're quite there yet in the Northeast.
And just so we're clear, we're doing East Central and Northwest Daviess are the 2.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, so we only have 2. And if you'd like to speak, if we'd love for you to speak, we just need you to come up so that the audience can hear you. Sorry, Dwayne.
Fire department. We were told that those names weren't necessarily what we were going to go by. So like you said, North, Central.
Mm-hmm.
we were just gonna go with Bar Township. So I didn't know if that mattered in any paperwork you had, but we're kind of thinking along the lines of dispatching us. So if you have a major thing, we've got southeast fire, north central fire, northwest fire. That's a lot of directions
So
for
it says
dispatch to be coming through.
East central, but
Yeah.
understood. I mean, I don't know that
Okay,
that's a big
I didn't
deal.
know if that
Yeah.
mattered. I talked to Baker
It
Tilly.
does, it does matter. So what we can do, that is an easy fix. So what we would do is take this under consideration. If we agree, then we'll just make an amendment to the resolution to change it to Bar
It'd
Township.
be called bar.
Yeah, and
So-
he's saying like the directional terms, when they're trying to give you directions on
Yeah,
top
yeah.
of that, that gets a little.
It's already confusing when you say you've got an accident on 300 northwest of whatever. So we're already dealing with multiple directions whenever we get paged out. So it's just gonna be easier on central dispatch whenever they page you out, that they can say Bar Township,
Okay.
but that was that. But I'll also talk about the districts a little bit. Personally, I wasn't for it. We all have pride in our fire departments and how long they've been there. Montgomery's been there a long time. I've got family members there. I've had a son that died there. So you're losing your identity. But in your head, you think this is the right thing. I mean, we put on turkey dinners for 22 years since the tornado of 2005. And we don't make much money. We make good money with it, but it doesn't.
Just enough to get by.
Our turnout gear was 16 years, old, and at 10 years, it's gone. So that was one example, and I know you mentioned that, but that's, so deep down, I know it's the right thing to do. I hope our community doesn't push back and sees that that's the right thing to do. So, but I just want to talk about Bar Township.
Yeah, thanks.
Thank you.
Statutory limit that it can't go over, but currently, I think in Bar Township, I think we're at 9 cents or 11 cents, or I'm sorry, Reeve Township, we're at like 9 cents or 11 cents. So every penny matters. There's no question about it. And we took that into consideration, but for a few $100s a year to have fire protection for your property is extremely inexpensive if you lived in a city. So, if anyone does, well, shut up, Nate. I think if anyone would want to forego fire protection and wants to sign some sort of exclusion where they don't want their house to be protected, maybe we can take that $38 a year off their property taxes and just leave them unprotected, but we have to work through that. So, but again, 486-9214 if you have any.
I'm just glad he doesn't have my number memorized.
So yeah, I'll tie this all together. It has been a lot of work, probably a few 100 hours worth of work to get this thing pulled off. A lot of the same conversations repeatedly, which I'm not used to in my daily life. But then I also understood the passion and is what these folks do, and it's overwhelming what these guys do. So, as far as the name goes, I don't see any issue. I do think on the fire gear they put East Central. You have not named. You haven't, oh, good. Okay, that was perfect. Yeah, we don't care what we just made up. Well, yeah, we created the names just based on geography. Yeah, we had Ville and Southeast. Bar makes total sense. Northwest, if they want to come up with a different name, they could. There's 5 units up there, or 5 different. So I would suggest that we change the resolution for East Central to rename it Bar Township.
And reach out, I would reach out.
Fire. Yeah, from East Central. Yeah, and the town of Montgomery, town of Candleburg, they won't have any pushback.
Just noticed too, it's not a huge thing. There's some just typos that'll have to be addressed. So if once everybody gets comfortable, maybe taking the initial steps, proceed, and then there's a handful of details that need to be modified.
Yeah. So with that being said, yeah, I think, considering a motion to approve both fire district resolutions with these intended changes, and then pending further edits of the document, and then we can add it to a future meeting to finalize that final draft. But this would be a motion to move the fire districts forward to create a clean version of the resolution.
Motion by Commissioner Gabhart. Do I have a second?
Second.
Second by Commissioner Cook. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Motion passes.
All right. Thanks, everyone, for all of your help and understanding in this. It was good. It's good. 50 years from now, when we know you guys got a budget coming through every single year, and that's gonna be fun.
You could still do the turkey dinners if you want.
Yeah.
Yeah. But now you can spend that money on fun stuff instead of like boots and stuff. So, but yeah, thanks again, gentlemen.
All right, next up, we've got the America 250 Veteran Painter presentation. Terry. Morning.
Hello. On behalf of the Davis County America 250 Committee, we would like to present a beautiful mural to the commissioners this morning. And it's been painted throughout a month of hard work and dedication from the artist Izzy Reyes, who we greatly appreciate his donation of his generosity of his time and his efforts of his talents. It's a beautiful mural that will be hopefully here at least for the next 50 years when we celebrate the 300th anniversary of the United States. But we want to personally thank him, our committee members that are here today. Very happy, and his wife is here, and some of the other support from American Legion members are here. And Debbie's part of our committee, and so is Lauren. Might be a little shy back there, but
No,
we definitely.
she's not shy.
But we definitely want to dedicate this today, and I know the commissioners are saying, where will it be permanently on display? Hopefully somewhere that's visible here in this beautiful building. So, and Izzy, would you like to say a few things?
Yeah, I got something for you and Debbie for, and one for Lauren, but I forgot it at the home, sorry. But this is for you guys, for your supporting me. And
Thank you.
as I build Murals of Honor. Murals of Honor is a nonprofit organization that would go to military-based fire departments, police stations, paint at no cost to them, and help our community as well. So I want to say thank you to both of these wonderful individuals for helping me out and making some connections. Thank you.
It took a month of painting. I mean, he was traveling all throughout our county at all the different locations, and we actually have a schedule of all the places he went that we gave to your commissioners there this morning. And it was a lot of work, but Izzy, we really appreciate all that you did.
I got to see him in action 2 or 3 times. I'd come in and I kind of got to see him do the work. He fought some rain there a few days, I know, but it kind of, that whole painting's amazing. This pretty much the whole county. Davis County is that whole painting right there. There's a little bit of Davis County in all of it, so really
Great
appreciate
job.
it.
Great job.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Baby Shower Health Department food request. I think they're, I don't know exactly what it's the community baby shower. Do you know anything?
I mean, I just saw these.
I
Yeah.
think this is where the community comes in. These are community members. And now that I think about it, we've done this in the past where they come in, and I don't know if there's free giveaways that they give them, but they provide food in order to entice these young mothers to come in. Now, I'm sorry, it just now clicked. So I think we've done this in the past, and then the counties help pay for the food through the health department budget. Yeah, it's a good program.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll make a motion to approve.
Motion by Commissioner Cook. I have a second.
Second.
Second by Commissioner Gabhart. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Motion passes.
Can we just get them to budget for that line next year? Okay.
Next up's the Community Corrections, Purdue Extension Office update. Everything's in motion. Drywall's getting put up downstairs. Me and Dale went down there. First, big hats off. Thank you to Dale. He's kind of been the project manager. He's done all the phone calls and stuff. He's been a huge help on all this. But got some quotes in and stuff, so look like we're gonna be right around the $80,000-$90,000 mark. We're gonna go ahead and put a ceiling in. Just kind of the echo was down there, and it was pretty loud. So we decided to go ahead and put up some temporary wall, or not temporary walls, some main walls to make it an office. Drop ceiling. It's gonna look really nice whenever it gets all done. So that's moving forward. So
Yeah, great work.
it's moving forward. Like I said, they're starting on it right now. They're working on it. I think the office furniture was supposed to be in yesterday through Hudson, so hopefully this gets.
And that price includes all that,
That is correct.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. At first, me and Nathan just talked about it a little bit whenever we talked about doing it. We kind of thought it was gonna be the $100,000 range.
right?
And then, we kind of found out, we thought it was gonna come in way under, but then we decided the ceiling and the drywall and that kind of stuff. So anyway, we're gonna be right at that mark, probably the time it's all done and over with.
A lot cheaper than new building.
Yes.
Lot cheaper than a new building, yeah.
Yep.
Have I made everybody happy? No, but I didn't plan on it either, so that's why. I knew better than that. But that's about it on that. I'll kind of keep everybody updated as things move along. Hopefully it moves along here pretty quick. Hopefully in 2 weeks, there'll be a lot of progress.
It's good.
That's about it. Anybody else have anything from the audience for the good of the order? Big crowd.
We do have the one thing. We've been, and maybe I brought this up last meeting, but just for Commissioner Cook's, there's a developer that wants to do quite a bit up at the tech park, and so over the next few weeks, you'll be getting more information about that, but, like, it'll be a good thing for, low risk to the county, no risk to the county. They're gonna be paying their own costs associated, and they're, developing the area just off of 231, so the far west side of the park in Davis County. So that'll take place over the next 60 to 90 days, just us getting the documents together, and just need your approvals and the council's approvals as we go along. So,
Yeah, I think he's gonna be doing some good things up there.
yeah, it'll be good. Thank you.
That's it. I'll entertain a motion for payroll claims and adjourn the meeting.
So moved.
Motion by Commissioner Cook. Do I have a second?
Second.
Second by Commissioner Gabhart. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Motion passes. Everybody have a great week. Thanks,
Thank you.
everybody.
It has everything on the email, not Bob,
Yes.
is that right?
That is correct.